Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC. But before we do the usual disclaimers, if you're unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or with the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non for profit started by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so called behavior modification program. The Judge Rotenberg Center doesn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic refused, so you know the drill. Please read the article. Share it on all your social media. Also included is NeuroClastic's public statement in regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case the JRC actually sees through with their threat. Trigger warning 1. When we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center or Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones. Trigger warning 2. This channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are still watching and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is advised. All right, folks, where we left off. As the comment recognizes, there are no randomized controlled clinical studies for ESDs for SIB or AB. There are only case reports, and as is discussed in the proposed rule, one prospective case control study on 16 subjects, 8 in the device group and 8 in the control group. The comment acknowledges this study has an extremely small sample size. Exactly. We're getting one little paper here with a very small group of individuals. The comment acknowledges this study has an extremely small sample size. The results of the case control study are further limited because the study was not randomized or blinded, and it used an unvalidated surrogate endpoint, decrease in mechanical restraint. In other words, there was no surrogate endpoint. There was no way of restraining the person who's having the behavior. Also, it wasn't blinded or objective when the person did the study, apparently. Case reports are, by definition, extremely small in size. The one regarding ESDs for SIB or AB typically include fewer than 5 subjects and often only a single subject. They have no control group, blinding, or randomization, do not test statistical significance, and the results are unlikely to be generalizable across subjects. In other words, it's what we've been saying all along, right? That the GED has not been held up to the same level of scrutiny as all the other types of medical equipment used in medicine. Point blank. It has not been tested or researched outside of the JRC by any university or research center. It has, it's kind of easy to see what I'm saying here, right? Most of our medical equipment today undergo rigorous testing in a lot of trial and error before they're allowed on the market. Okay? There's a lot of markers they have to hit. With the Get device, literally none of that happened. There was no panel that were doing the testing and examining the results. There was literally nothing except whatever JRC provided and reports going back from the 1980s. this still gets us nowhere. You still can't argue that those studies done previously with smaller groups can be held to the same scrutiny of current medicine because it's batshit insane to do so. This is not 1975. This is 2024. Medicine has evolved astronomically since that time period. The fact that we're even having to address these arguments at all is just beyond frustrating and mind numbing. But here we are, folks. We're going to go ahead and close on that. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do tend to get removed from time to time. So if you could, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I appreciate your time. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see you again in a few minutes. Bye-bye now.